Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Fiery Ember Show on the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network. This live show is not one that is going to bring you the latest tips on how to increase your VO2 max, but it is probably going to make you laugh hard enough that you'll get a cardio workout and a core workout out of it. So make sure you stick around and hang out to learn more about our guests outside of the world of running, swimming, and cycling. Today, I'm going to be joined by Natasha Swartley, aka Thor, who has been on the cover of our magazine in the past and is a dear friend of the RTB communities. I am super excited to have her on the show and to get into a little bit of things that she has seen as one of the medical leads for the Destination Trail races and the 200s that you all know about. But before I bring her on, make sure you check out the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network on your favorite podcast platform. We have a variety of shows, which means we have something for everyone, from music and food to human interest stories of everyday athletes overcoming obstacles to reach their finish line. Be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and if you use Spotify, comment. It all helps us grow the show, get more guests like Natasha on, and really be able to bring you some of the amazing athletes that you may never hear of on other platforms. So without any further ado and any more rambling, stumbling, and bumbling over my own tongue, let's bring Natasha onto the show. My friend, how are you? You're already laughing. I love it.
I mean, it's quite the intro. Like, I'm like, oh, how do I get greeted on so greatly? Like, I'm over here, like, listening to helicopters and doors slam. And I mean, you're talking about all these kind things. And I'm all like, oh my God, like watching my cat stumble.
That's the whole point of this show. We want that stuff. We want the helicopter noises. We want cat meows. We want dogs barking. Like, that's the whole point of this Fiery Ember show.
Yeah, well, I'm here for it. Maybe not dogs barking, but if my cat comes up, she might bite me. So we might get a live stream of that.
And for those of you who are listening on the podcast, this is a live show. So you're going to hear things that you may not hear on other shows because they go and over edit it, and we don't do that. We just press play and run from there. So one of the things I want to ask you first is because it came up in our exchange when we were figuring out date and time for this show, was the best shit spot you've ever had. You're a trail runner. You're a trail runner, ultra runner. Look, we all have to go at some point during one of these events. The best shit spot you ever had is?
I got to say, it wasn't even on a trail run. It was on a backpacking adventure along the Olympic coastline in Washington. I got to watch the sunset while shitting in a pile of rocks.
I got to tell you, like, being an ultra runner takes you to some amazing places, or a hiker, through hiker. It takes you to some amazing places that you remember now for two reasons: beautiful views and the best place you've ever took a shit.
Now there is a very close second.
Let's hear it.
Because during one of my races, we ended up, like, there's a segment that takes you off trail and through the concrete jungle. And in a 100-mile race, when the butt puckers, you listen. And I was like, I can't hold this any longer. So I ended up taking a shit next to a church parking lot behind a bush on a main street, and, like, legit have a holy shit. I gotta say, like, best shit was watching the sunset. Most epic one was having a holy shit between a main street and a church parking lot.
Oh my God, that's so awesome. I was just in Vermont for the Vermont 100, and I was with friends that I've paced before in the past, and it was during Rocky Raccoon where I was the runner and they were the pacer. And we're going down this one stretch of the trail, and there's these two young ladies. They're like, "Stop flashing your headlamp in here. We're trying to use the bathroom." And I'm like, then get fucking off the trail. You're, like, literally shitting on the trail right now. Like, get in the woods. Like, move over. I was like, you wouldn't have the light on you if you would have stepped 3 more feet off the trail. It was one of the funniest memories I will ever have, because they were literally on the trail going to the bathroom. I'm like,
No,
3 feet away.
no,
That's it. That's all I'm asking for.
honey, no, you don't. Like, that's trail etiquette 101. Like, just step
Right?
off. Just step off. Like, and look, from a girl's perspective, like, it's a little bit more difficult. Like, we legit want to step off because, like, we have a lot more to expose than guys do, and like the positions we have to put ourselves in, but all goes the same for all parties when we're talking about actually taking a shit. Like, there's full
Yes.
exposure, the whole thing. But please get off the trail. Like, the last thing I want to do is take your shit home with me on the bottom of my shoes.
That's
Like,
right. That's right. All right, we're gonna get really
oh,
personal.
honey.
Are you more of a person who would rather have a shit log, meaning you sit on it with your butt hanging off the edge, or one that's planted and so you just lean against it so you can use that as a back brace kind of thing?
So, kind of in between. So I've used a shit log where I actually like put my hands on it and like squat right to the front of it. So like using my hands to lean and like it's almost like a crab position because I don't want my body on there. My fear is like a bug crawling up in places it doesn't belong. Like, so I'm not gonna go sit on the log, and I don't want to lean on the tree because like there's just a lot of things exposed. Plus, we're gonna get real personal. I have gotten I've squatted in the wrong bush once, and
Oh
I
no,
got
you get poison
poisoned.
ivy?
I got
Oh no.
something. So I do not. I don't. I find ways to hover.
Oh
I find
man,
ways
I
to
can't
hover.
imagine that pain.
It was dark, so I couldn't even tell like what. But either way, like everything was healed after going to the urgent care after like made full blossom. Not
In the last
something I recommend.
no, you know, it's crazy. In the last couple of weeks, I've been telling people like I always thought I'd be like this big entrepreneur when I started this company, and you know, people would be like, "Oh, look at what he's doing and all this wonderful stuff." And I've realized that people are now tagging me in like their pictures of their Oreos and pictures of their crazy ass food finds at grocery stores. And now it's going to be crazy shit stories on whether or not they like poop logs or poop vertical trees. And I am here for it. More of that.
I'm totally here for it because, like, look, there's strategy for everything, right? Like, maybe not leaning against the tree, but maybe holding on to the tree for dear life. Like,
Yes.
I've seen those things. Or, like,
Yes.
the position where you're, like, you're just hovering, like, using your hands to hold your weight up while you just hover. Like, you know, just everybody's got strategy, but maybe nobody has a strategy. So here we are sharing these experiences of teaching people how to poo in the wilderness. By the way, if you have a trough or the trowel is what it's called, you dig cat holes and then you just hover over a cat hole and you're solid. But always
Good.
remember to cover your shit. Please
Yes,
cover your shit.
Please do.
Please.
So I raced Cold Water Rumble in Phoenix a number of years ago, and there are no trees. There's just cacti, right? So you can't really get involved with that stuff. So I had to go so bad. I wound up falling into like a 3-point stance like a football player. So I had my hand on the ground, and then I just rocked back so that I finally was able to stabilize myself and was able to go. So there's another lesson. For those of you when you're in the desert, you now have another option.
Oh my God. Desert peas and poops are by far the worst. Like, especially
Yeah.
as a girl, you know, we're always trying to find spots and like, there's no hiding out there. So it's one of those moments where you're just like, all right, like I'm going to go far enough off the trail where at least I can feel private and like somebody might, and we all know trail runners wear some of the brightest colors. So you just stand out like a sore thumb, but just, you know, just make sure one, you don't disturb the jumping choyas, and two,
Yes.
that you don't squat over the wrong cactus.
So here's a crazy story. I lived in Phoenix and I raced Cocodona. So I've been through the desert and I've never gotten a jumping choya, but I moved to California and I got one. And let me tell you, those things fucking hurt. Like taking them
Oh, they're
out,
terrible.
hurts. It's awful.
Yeah. It's terrible. The first experience I had was when I was pacing Candace in her Arizona FKT, and
Yeah.
like it hit my foot, and I was like, oh, and you do the normal reaction, like you kick, and then next thing you know, it's on my hand, and I'm like shaking, and then next thing you know, it's stuck in my arm. I'm like, the fuck is this thing? And like she and this other dude just start laughing, like, oh, you got a jumping choi? I'm like, the fuck? I thought it was an animal up until now.
Our show is live, and shout out to Minnie for joining us and laughing at our poop stories. If you got one, Minnie, drop it in the comments on Instagram. By the way, I watched Candace's film on the Trail Running Film Fest about her FKT attempt. It was really, really good. It was really good to watch. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm so glad you did. Like, it still brings a little tear to my eye. It's a very powerful and very powerfully emotional moment that that we had, and just like you really witnessed some honest to God true strength throughout the film. Like, her humor is hilarious. Like when she laid on the picnic table and she's like, oh wow, this is comfy. Yeah, this is good. Like, you don't get any more real. Yeah. I mean,
I remember at Sedona, I was at Chimney Pit. I took my nap in the van. I got out. I'm 50 miles from the finish, and I told my crew chief, Maria, I was like, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. Like, I'm fucking done, man. This is awful. Like, the idea of going another 50 miles just sounds horrific. And fortunately enough, she's raced Tahoe 200. She's done a couple of other 200 milers, and so she knew what to tell me to get me going again. But I understand what Candace was feeling in that moment. You're just like, oh, this sucks. I'm done. My body hurts. I just want to lay in bed, eat like real food that's not ramen anymore. Like, just done.
Yeah. Oh, those moments that, like, in reflection, it's like the most empowering thing. Like, when you really fight through that fight, like, it's everyday life. Like, when we translate it, it turns into everyday life. Like, those lows that you encounter, and then like when you look back and you're like, fuck it, I did this already. You know, like, I've been through fucking hell. Like, okay, I can do this, or I can do this again. But in the moment, you're just like, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you, like, you know, and like, like all your favorite foods are no longer, like, everything is enemy, and just like you're just like grumpy to the max, and like you can't help but look back and laugh.
There's only two people that can help you in that scenario too, right? One is a complete stranger who like doesn't care if you're cursing at them, or the dearest of friends who knows that it's a passing moment. Like, anybody who's in between is probably going to take it personally and be like, no, fuck you, I'm not helping you anymore. So when you're picking your crew and your pacers, pick wisely.
Yeah, and remind them, like, don't take anything personally. Like, that's probably the biggest takeaway. I've seen that so many times. I just had this conversation with a friend of mine, like, right before I came on with you, about like people, unfortunately, like, taking it personally, and you can't, right? Because God knows what moods were out there. Like, Snickers commercials really like nail it. Hungry? Why wait? Like, it describes like extreme ultra running to the max. It's not hungry. You're fucking hangry. You're tired. You're out of mind. Like, all these things are real. And like, the last thing anybody needs, like, whether it be your friend who's sober and like kosher, or you, is just somebody to take it personally. Like, that's not it. You're right. Like, a total stranger. Funny story, Bigfoot last year, had the very thing happen where kid is coming through and he's just irate, absolutely irate. And like, I cussed him out. I'm like, no, you're not fucking making a decision. You're not going to do shit until you eat and sleep. So he comes out, and then Wes Plate and I were sitting with him, and he went on to continue the race. And like, when he came back through the aid station, I cried. I was like, where am I? Like, oh, like, I was so happy to see him, but like, he put in such a hard fight. But like, we don't know this guy. Like, and his poor dad, like, is watching his kids suffer, and he's just like, I don't know what to do. I was like, make him work. Like, but we'll handle the rest. Like, we'll deal with the emotion. So like, Wes Plate and I were doing like a good guy versus bad guy. So like I put on mama mode and like Wes was putting on inspirational guy mode and like, dude, the kid fucking crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. And I admire all his tenacity to this day.
I can only imagine the things that you have seen at these 200-mile races, because you're also at different locations for each of these 200-mile races. So people are going through various different scenarios. Like when you're at the finish line and you're seeing some of the people that you saw at mile 100, mile 150, like that's got to be just so uplifting to know that they made it, even though they look like complete and utter garbage when you saw them, right?
I see them through all phases a lot of times. Like I've seen some folks at their worst and like even halfway through at their best when they hit another wave and like, oh my God, seeing them at the finish, like what a blessing. Like it's emotional for me because like I've cussed some of the guys and gals out, like, fuck you, we're doing this, you're a fucking pussy, like quit your fucking bitching, you asked for this, like, you know, putting them in their place. And then there's other times where I'm like, you've got this, like I'm so proud of you, and like trying to channel to the energy that they need while also like fixing their boo-boos or being like feeling like being a rock for them in their low moments. Like I'm not a counselor, I'm not anything licensed except an EMT, but like sitting there and just listening to them just kind of like lift off some weight from their emotions, and then like when they come through and seeing them rejoin with their family or their friends and their crew is there, just like it's an emotional wave for me as well. And like I hope to see them cross the finish, you know, it's the goal every time. Or if I can't make it, like, or if for some reason they choose to withdraw from the event, no doubt that whatever ends up happening, I'm super proud and like my emotions are riding the wave with them because it's like you're doing something absolutely fucking incredible. Like 200 miles, like 100 miles, 50 miles, like it's all absolutely incredible. Like you're pushing your body, but you're taking on something just absolutely so much more deeper and more intimate with yourself. And I'm just so proud of everybody.
That's so awesome. You've seen and been around so many different aid stations. One of the shows we have is Food Fight Friday. So I want to know best food you've ever had at an aid station.
Ooh, can I say 2?
Yes, you could say 12.
Okay. Oh, good. All right. So my favorite, all-time favorite for savory, because I love sweet and savory. So we're going to go savory, is pickle, cheese, and mustard quesadilla. Maybe add in an egg, but pickle, cheese, and mustard quesadilla. It's a burger without a burger. It's delicious.
When it comes to
sweet, oh yeah.
Have you made that at home when you're not running? Just normally you eat that?
Yes, it's so good. Or like pickle, cheese, egg, mustard. Like, oh, just it's so good. I'm telling you, folks. You're welcome. Just gonna say that you're welcome.
Okay, pickle, cheese, egg, and mustard. Quesadilla.
Yes.
We'll
like when I ordered it, I ordered it at an aid station when I was at Tahoe. Like I made it about halfway through Tahoe this year running it. And one of the aid stations, I ordered it, and somebody sitting next to me was like, "Oh my God, that sounds so good. Can I have one?" And they're like, "Wait, what did you order?" And I was like, "This." And they're like, "Yo, I want one of those too." So it was like a whole chain of people are like hearing this go down the line. I'm like, it's store special. Like nailed it. You want something savory? It's so good.
The Thor special, folks, a quesadilla that has pickles, cheese, and eggs in it.
Mustard.
Oh, and mustard. Pardon me.
Yeah, gotta have the mustard.
None of the things that would make any sense, but makes all the same sense at the same time, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's a burger without the burger.
Without the burger, yeah, 100%. It is.
It is, and it's so delicious. It's so good.
I'm blown away by the fact that you're eating this when you're not like disoriented in the middle of a trail.
No, I'm a fat kid, man. Like I love food. Like, and I feed my cravings.
You might as well. You know how I'm envisioning it? You ever see the videos where they cut the tortilla like down the mid from one point into the middle, and then they create 4 different sections and they're plopping them in there and they fold it over, fold it over, fold it over, and then you toast it.
Mhm.
Like that's how I'm envisioning this being made and almost making it like a hand crunch wrap.
That sounds absolutely amazing. I just do it the lazy way. Just layer the stuff on and fold it in half, and I'm good.
So this
I'm not as exquisite when I don't have to be.
there you go. And
Like, and especially on a trail run, like, sweet one. Oh man, ready for this one? It's gonna be a pancake, like a taco, with a banana. And if they have Nutella, great. If they don't have Nutella, then you use peanut butter and syrup.
Oh,
you have a banana pancake taco.
That sounds so fantastic.
It's so good when you're walking out of there and you're just like munching on this thing. Oh, it's so glorious, especially if you've got Nutella.
Yeah. Honestly, like Nutella can't be beat. It's so good on so many different things.
Just right out of the jar. I don't know why we even put it on things. I don't need to have it served fancily. Just give me the jar, like jar and a spoon, and I'm set.
We just had a Food Fight Friday at the aid station with Caitlin Carew on, and she had raced Oregon 70.3. And so the 3 foods that she had to choose from were all based out of Oregon. And so one was salmon sushi. The other was, a garden burger, which was invented in Oregon with Tillamook cheese melted on it. And then the last one was Marionberry pie in a Dixie cup with a dollop of Nutella, because Nutella is, hazelnuts, and Oregon is a hazelnut producing state. So I'll put it on you. Which one of those 3 are you going to eat? Which one are you going to toss? And which one are you going to carry to the next aid station?
Toss the garden burger. Just we don't even have to. Just no. Like if I'm gonna eat beef. And then what was the other 2 options? Like eat and keep.
Berry pie with Nutella or salmon sushi.
To eat both. Because I'm gonna have the. Oh damn. Because I love salmon sushi. And it's raw salmon, right? We're not talking like not cooked, not fried. Oh man. I'll go with the salmon sushi.
You're gonna end up being able to eat both, right? Because you're gonna eat one at that aid station and you carry the other, so you can eat it as you're moving along.
I would rather eat at the aid station the salmon sushi, and then I'm gonna carry that Marionberry with me and just devour that in peace, in tranquility on the trail. Like that just feels very, very honoring.
Are you a wasabi fan? Are you going heavy wasabi on the salmon sushi?
Absolutely. I want to wake up my sinuses, especially like races like Tahoe where you really want to open everything up. That's the way to do it.
That might be a new trick.
Wasabi.
Yes.
It might be.
That might be a new trick for some athletes. Get some wasabi.
What was the show? CKY2K. The guys that they were out of Philly area. I should know their names, but Bam Margera. So they did, and the Steve-O guy, and he snorted wasabi.
Oh no way! Oh,
but can you imagine the wake up call that your sinuses would get? Like that might be the Tahoe trick, folks.
So it burns. I saw Johnny Knoxville in West Hollywood like 2 or 3 months ago. Speaking of Bam Margera and Steve-O, yeah, he's walking his dog with his wife at one of the parks that we were at. Yeah, crazy.
Oh, that's so awesome! I love that.
We live in West Hollywood, so you never know who you're going to see. We saw Pauly Shore at the diner one day, just hanging out, just eating. Yeah, it was wild. I was like, holy shit, that's Pauly Shore.
I remember like Steven Tyler PJs. Like I love Pauly Shore. Like, oh my god, I love that so much. Oh, how exciting.
We've seen Sam
Elliott my god.
In Malibu. We've seen Sam Elliott twice out in Malibu. We've seen Jet Tila. Yeah. Like you just like these people are like everyday humans. They're just walking down the street, like, and nobody's bothering them. It's pretty neat. All right.
Well, it's funny
We
because
have about,
oh, sorry, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Well, it's in similar fashion, like you live in Hollywood. I feel like I live in the Hollywood of some athletes because like
Yeah.
Zach Miller lives right up the street,
Yeah.
like right up the street from me, and Hannah Allgood and I go to the same gym, and Pete Machismo lives right here, and I'm just like, oh wow, like like they're just casually out serving donuts out of a bus. I love it. I love it.
Zach is one of my favorite athletes because of the fact that um, he races like his hair is on fire, and I don't want to say doesn't care because he obviously cares, but if he blows up in a race, he blows up in a race. Like he goes for broke. And I remember watching the documentary that Billy Yang did on him years ago, and I was like, if here's a guy whose livelihood is trying to get sponsorships and deals and all these things, and he's like, well, fuck it, if I don't finish the race and I DNF, at least I know I went as hard as I could until that point. Why are we as like everyday athletes so worried about DNFing, right? Like our
Mm,
income isn't predicated on whether or not you finish a particular race. For most of us it isn't anyway. So just go for
yeah.
broke, man. Just go out there and run. I just love that documentary that Billy Yang did on Zach years ago. And I encourage more of us everyday athletes to watch that and take that mindset into these events. It's amazing.
And there's nothing wrong with DNFing. It's nothing like I call it done, not finished. Like I'm
Right.
done. Like
Yeah.
and I've DNF'd. Like so what? Like you give it
Right.
your all, and you know at the end of the day, like my livelihood is not predicted or judged or determined. And if somebody's going to judge me on whether or not I finish a race, I don't want that person around.
That's right.
Like no,
That's right.
I'm doing this for fun. Like, and so are the paid athletes. Like, let's be honest, not every race is going to go. We're humans. Not every
Right.
race is going to go as planned. We cannot predict how our body's going to respond to environmental things that go on out of our control. We can train and train and train and train and train, but Mother Nature is always going to humble us. And at the end of the day, like I'm a big believer in not going for redemption. When you are DNFing, you are done with the event at whatever extent you're done. That's a humble saying of saying, like, great, I'm done for this moment. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go back and do what I finished or or finish what I started.
Yeah.
And then, but do it with humility, like understanding that, like, great, these things are not easy. And even the most elite level athletes are going through hell out there just as much as the back of the Packers. But to be honest with you, I think the back of the Packers are the strongest athletes by far out there. They're going through everything tenfold. So hats off to every single person when you give it your all. And even if it pans out, dude, chill. You're not
Yeah.
judged. You are a saint in every one of our eyes. Towing the line is the hardest thing to do.
I just had a conversation with another athlete, and I had mentioned that I've finished a few hundred milers in under 20 hours. And when, the cutoff is 30 or 32 hours, I'm leaving the next morning. I've showered, I've slept, I've eaten 2 meals, maybe 3 by that point. And some of these athletes are still out there trying to beat
Mm-hmm.
that 30 or 32-hour clock. Like that is super impressive to me. It's like look, I finished in 19 hours, whatever minutes, and yay me. But I look at those athletes and I'm in awe because mentally, I don't know that I could keep going to that 30 to 32-hour mark, and they're out there doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I think those athletes are superb in what they're doing in getting around that course. And look, some days the 20-hour athlete might take 30 hours because
Mm-hmm.
things didn't go well. It's just
Yep.
part of it. And as long as you can say, I'm doing the best that I can, I think you're winning at this all the time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Dude, it's just hats off. Hats
Yes.
off. Heart to
Yep.
you because they truly are the most impressive folks out there.
All right. Last question for you before I let you go. So we have a show called What's in Your Earbuds, and we always talk about walk-up songs. So at your next trail event, let's pretend like every athlete gets introduced and they get to walk up to the start line with their song of their choice. What song is playing as Thor walks up to the start line of her next event?
Ah, this is how legends are made. It is just, it's such a good song. It hits. It hits every time.
And now the counter. You're about to come down the finisher chute. What song do you want playing as you come down the finisher chute? Is it different?
No, I'd have to say like either legends are made or legendary. Legendary is a little bit different. But both those songs like really hit. I would say legendary, like playing as I come in. But legends are made, definitely going out.
All right, we'll have to pass this note along to Candace so we can do some athlete intros and athlete finishes with music.
Yeah, that would be epic.
My friend, thank you so much for joining me on the Fiery Ember Show. It was a blast getting to talk about pooping, best aid station food, walk-up music, finish line music, and everything in between. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for having me, Jason. Always a pleasure. And to folks listening out there, sending love to every single one of you. Please note that it takes so much courage to walk up to that start line. Keep starting. No matter what the finish ends up being, you're still finishing. So sending love. Thor loves you.
I love it. Thank you. For those of you who made it through our 30-minute conversation about pooping, best places to poop, food that you've eaten at the aid station, and walk-up music and finish line music, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having Natasha on the show, and I cannot wait for our next show, which actually is going to happen tomorrow. We're going to be talking about Oreos for about 30 minutes, and it's a topic I love. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being part of the Run, Try, Bike community and the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network. Make sure you subscribe, rate, review, and comment wherever you get your podcast.